Well, if one of your New Year's resolutions was to get healthier, to get fit, to get more environmentally minded in 2023, you might be considering going vegan. Diana Edelman knows quite a thing or two about it. She's the founder of Vegan's Baby, a website here in Las Vegas that ties people to vegan-friendly restaurants and activities and events, and quite frankly, rather, a whole community. Diana, love having you on the show every year. Welcome back. How are you?
Thank you. I love being and I love seeing you and getting to chat with you every year. It's so much fun.
Well, in past years, it's been, Sean Tempesta and I chatting with you about what it means to be vegan, but let's have that conversation again. It is becoming more popular than ever for people to take a serious look at what they're putting in their mouths, and many people are turning vegan.
Yes, it has really grown the past few years. I think the plant-based food industry is on track to be like a billions and billions of dollar food industry in the next 5 years. And as you know, January is Veganuary, which is when everyone takes the challenge to go vegan. And I believe this year they've gotten more signups than ever before, which I feel is consecutively always happening every year. More and more people decide to take the challenge and give veganism a try for the month.
Yes, and on your website, Vegan's Baby, there's a list of participating restaurants throughout Las Vegas. These are many of the most popular restaurants in town. What has it been like for you to go out and to meet the restaurant, the culinary community in Las Vegas? What kind of reception have you gotten from chefs and restaurant owners?
Well, 6 years ago when I launched Vegan Dining Month, it's definitely changed a lot in the 6 years. Many more restaurants are a lot more receptive now to having vegan options. Chefs get excited about it. So it really has kind of just grown. And this year, especially with Vegan Dining Month, we have so many restaurants that are on the strip. And in years past, it's kind of been a harder buy-in for strip restaurants to add vegan dishes for the month or to market towards the vegan audience. And this year, we have restaurants at the Bellagio, restaurants at Park MGM. We have the first vegan restaurant on the strip, Truth and Tonic, at Canyon Ranch and Venetian. They're all on board. We have Border Grill, which has been a supporter for the past 6 years. So it really has grown a lot. And the community has really embraced it. And just seeing the amount of restaurants that have added vegan options and the amount of vegan restaurants that have opened the past 6 years since this first started has just been incredible.
I think the thing is, when you think of going vegan, the first thing that you might think of is, for me, taste. Am I gonna, be able to find things that I really love? And for me, protein. You want
Yes.
to make sure that you're getting enough protein. Can you give any advice, since you know quite a bit about it, about how to eat vegan and get enough protein and find the flavor?
Sure. So I think such a popular misconception is that vegan food isn't going to taste good. And there's no truth to that. If you're eating vegan food that doesn't taste good, it's because the person in the kitchen doesn't know how to cook with tofu or cook with different ingredients and spices and things like that. Especially nowadays when there's so many replicas of meats and things like that you can get. Vegan food is easier than ever to enjoy. You're really not missing out on anything. In terms of protein, I had a plant-based doctor a few years ago, and he called me up one day and said, Diana, we got your blood work back and you're protein deficient. And I sat there and said, what? And he said, oh, I'm just kidding. I've never once in my life had to say that to a vegan. It's never been a problem. But I know it's such a concern, but you can get so much protein through vegetables, through legumes, through most food you eat has protein in it. So it really isn't that difficult. As someone that's been vegan 7 years, I've never had an issue getting protein. I just got my recent blood work done and I'm right up in the normal range of protein. So it really is, you just need to kind of know what you're eating. You may be a little bit more conscious of it at first, and then it just becomes second nature. I eat perfect proteins all the time, and it's just combining brown rice and lentils or things like that. And I'm never disappointed in what I'm eating. It's always really good.
Well, you look great, so that must account for something. Hey, PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, actually overheard Dana Roselli and I's conversation when we were talking about you and Vegan Dining Month last week. Tomorrow, they're going to drop off some plant-based burgers for us because they're like, JJ, listen, we know you love a good hamburger, but why not just try another option? I believe they're bringing by burgers from Whole Foods. So I'm super excited to try that. but you shouldn't be afraid of diving in. Let's talk really quick about the benefits of replacing, say, a good old-fashioned beef burger with a plant-based burger. What are some of the health benefits?
Sure. So a lot of times it depends what kind of plant-based burger you're eating. A black bean burger is going to be a lot healthier for you than an Impossible Burger. Both are going to be delicious, but in terms of health benefits, you're going to have no cholesterol. Most of the time they can be gluten-free, GMO-free, and then red meat especially has been shown to put you at a higher risk of certain types of cancer. And so by cutting red meat out of your diet and eating a plant-based option instead, it can do certain things like lower your risk for cancer. Plant-based diets have been known to reverse heart disease, diabetes, lower your cholesterol, and things like that as well.
Diana, thank you once again for inspiring us to take a look at what we're eating and consider whether or not going vegan might be for us or a member of your family. Vegansbaby.com is an amazing website that Diana founded. We love having you on the show every year, so we'll talk to you soon. We'll see you out at the restaurants, my love.